What's up? What up? What up?
GM.
GM. Or good afternoon, I guess, if you're in the US. But good all around. Good day, everyone. How you doing, George?
I'm great. I'm great. Trenches, trenches hot. Had some activity. Um, bit of a bit of a few technical difficulties last week, I believe. So we're here for another week. Sorry, let me get this again. But we're here for another week. I'm gonna hit this shit hot. We'll
Let's do it.
touch through what's happening in the majors. See what you're doing. See what Paragon's up to. What you can share. What you can't. Um,
Yeah. The team
and let's
are two of my co-founders and two of our other C-level team members are flying back today from Dubai. They were out there for all the little side events during Token 2049. Had a lot of meetings and everything. A lot of good stuff. I ended up staying home during this. Just had a lot of other things to work on for the project.
surprising.
I
You're
know.
the jet setter.
No, I hate being the jet setter. I hate traveling. So any reason not to fly and change time zones, I'm all for it. So thankfully there was plenty to do at home, so I didn't have to go anywhere. But overall, project's doing well. Helios has now locked in. Let's see here. What are we at on profits? Total P&L for the last 3 weeks. We are at $53,000
Wow.
on the Helios whale fund. Um, by the way, that's just like a little mini fund that we put together in the diamond tier for Paragon. So those are the guys who are holding 5 million Paragon or more. Um, we're letting Helios run on their funds, and overall they're up 53 grand in the last month on a relatively medium-sized account. You know, those deposits have come in. We had another 120k in deposits come in uh, this week, last Friday, basically. Um, but yeah,
Is this the live one that you're doing?
yeah, that's the live stream one. So not only are we up 53k, but we've been live streaming it trading, so other people could kind of watch it, watch the bot take trades, manage trades, close trades. Uh, 7 days of trading so far. In just the last 7 days, 7 days of trading, 7 winning days, no losing days. Just in the last week, we've made 35,000. So it's been a pretty good week.
I have been watching it in and out, and then I did touch in. I think a couple times. It was down. There was like a few trades. It was down. Yeah, like
Yeah,
4 or 5 grand, and it
yeah,
came out in the end.
yeah,
Insane.
yeah. It's pretty smart. What it does is anytime the trades move against it, it will start to DCA in and add lot sizes in intervals. So at different thresholds of drawdowns per trade, um, and then with like a time delay in between, so it's not just like adding like crazy during like a falling knife situation, um, but instead just adding in, layering the trades in properly, and then as that average comes down, when it rebounds, it makes money, and it makes a lot of
That's
money.
insane.
So you almost want it
Insane.
to move against you because then you can size up at lower and lower prices. Um, but yeah, today already it already made a little over 3,000 today. Um, and it's in a bunch of trades right now. It entered in a bunch of longs, and it's averaging in at the moment. But yeah, overall it's done fairly well. We would be up a little over 250,000 right now if I didn't close the longs that it opened before Jerome Powell went live during the interview that he did. So I opened a bunch of longs, and then he did that interview, and like his speech in the interview or whatever, and the market started crashing, and the bot started adding in to positions, and I was like, "What are you doing? This is crazy." But it knew what it's doing because it's a bot. It's not emotional. It doesn't care. It's just reading numbers, right? So as soon as those trades went positive, like by like a few $1,000, I just closed them all. I was like, all right, I'll take the no losing money side of this, and then the market just kept running like crazy. Uh, and then those trades, if we had just held them, obviously hindsight's 2020 because it could have just kept going down. But the bot didn't close the trades. I closed the trades, and then those would have been up like over 200 grand, just on their
Wow.
own. Yeah. So that's all right. It is what it is, you know. Um, so like it's I still monitor it, you know, and close trades here and there. Sometimes I'll open up my own trades and let it manage them for me. Because at the end of the day, it's automated, but it's also an assistant to your own trading. Um, and we're gonna be making the signals for it available to the public live here pretty soon, probably next week. So keep a lookout for that. We'll probably make an announcement on how you guys can access the futures trading signals. But yeah, overall the bot's doing great. Um, looks like the trenches community is doing freaking great from what I've seen. Let's run the Fanes here. Let's see what Fanes is saying.
Paulie's back. He's been
Tolly's back, the goat.
yeah, he's been doing a few fire calls.
Yeah. So last 2 weeks we've got Skygasm as the top caller with LE5. He called Jarcoin. He got a 16x on LE5, 5x on Jarcoin. Uh, Apes of Wrath. He's a Lions Den member. He's an awesome guy. He got a 13x on Boink. Let's see here. And then a bunch of the other guys have made some good calls in there too. You had some good calls just in the last 2 weeks. Let's see what the last month has been. But yeah, the trenches have been good. Apparently, according to you, they've been very very good this last week.
Well, well, the last week very hot. We've seen we've seen two launch pads,
Mm,
and yeah, one was being Bonk's launch pad.
bonk fun.
So we saw so we saw a little Bonk meta.
Mm,
Few fair good runners from there. I think one's still going. Hossico Cat, 30 mil.
yeah, I've
Uh,
seen that.
yeah, yeah. So we saw that. I mean, and if you want to talk their launch pad, like it's quite good, right? Their tokenomics are great. It's all about putting back into the Bonk ecosystem rather than extracting like pump fun.
Yeah,
Um,
smart.
yeah. So you know, a lot going on there. And then we saw just yesterday, we've seen a Dingaling, OG crypto guy, Binance, ex Binance guy, Pancake Swap. I'm unsure exactly all of the fine details, but big guy, like being around, he was big NFT guy. Were you ever around then? Like around
What
NFTs?
last cycle? I did some NFTs, but not. I wasn't participating in the big ones.
Anyone that did like a lot of NFTs, no, Dingaling was the NFT whale. Guy is just huge money. Anyway, he came out with Boop yesterday,
Yeah, I saw
and
Boob was massive.
yeah, pretty big launch, and
260
yeah,
mil market cap right now, crushing it.
yeah. So they've got, I mean, their tokenomics are just great. If you look into that, it's like if you hold the token and you stake, you're getting and this is funny because I actually had this was a shower thought of mine about 2 weeks ago, and I was just thinking about pump fund, and I was like, man, why isn't there a launch platform that takes a percentage of every coin that launches, um, and gives it back? And this is what Boop does. uh, amazing little amazing little launch pad. I think more will come out of it. I don't think Dingling is done here.
Yeah,
The boot price action looking pretty good and strong.
yeah, nice,
Of course,
nice,
there was
massive flag on Boop.
yeah. So anyone watching, if you have your trading wallets handy, go onto their website, check out if you're eligible for an airdrop because it was an airdrop token, right? For those who are active uh,
Hmm.
in the ecosystem, we're eligible. So check it
How,
out. I mean, that's why we saw such a big dip. on the launch. But I think confidence is going to come back.
So
Um,
they're basically trying to do what Pump Fund did, but with their own situation.
yeah, and
Nice.
if you stake, if you stake, you get rewards.
Yeah,
So
1.3 million overall just in the last hour or in the last
yeah, so
day.
go and
Crazy.
Power made an amazing tweet regarding
Regarding Boop.
uh yeah regarding Boop, and check it out.
I mean, that's super smart. You just buy a bunch of Boop, stake it, right, and then just earn passive rewards.
Yeah,
That's
so
huge.
he staked his allocation, and just within that day, bro, the guy got like a total of 32 soul in fees and a total of 364 soul in airdrops from launches.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow, that's huge.
So
I wonder.
5% of every graduated token, 60% of soul trading fees, and 30% of fees for boot buyback.
See, that's the proper way to do it. You got to reward the people who are contributing to your community. That's why we're gonna do the, for all our stakers, 70% of everything that we make in profit as an ecosystem goes to buybacks and airdrops that they claim through marketing directives. Because this is technically staking and receiving passive income is technically a security, but I'm guessing they're not really like um, targeting. They can't actively target U.S. customers. U.S. people could do this, but they're technically participating in a security. But yeah, that's interesting. The
So there's
staking,
a lot happening. Yeah.
yeah, 5% of the supply of every graduated token. That's smart. So the stakers just get passive bags of everything that graduates, and then 60% of the trading fees of every graduated token. So do they graduate? Does Boop have their own? Like they don't? Do they graduate to another platform, or are they graduating to Boop's like Dex basically? Is this a Dex?
Uh, yeah. Well,
Can you trade on Boop, or are they all hosted on Radium? I wonder.
that I'm unsure, but
Graduation. Let's
because
read. Let's read. Go ahead.
well, I was gonna, I just all I know is that like you can see what platform they come from on my end when I'm looking here. I'm just unsure where they go to.
Gotcha. Let's see here. 80 Sol gets migrated with the remaining tokens into the liquidity pool. 6 Sol goes to the team to pay for Radium token deployment. Radium. Okay, so it goes to Radium.
Radium. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so it does go to Radium. And then,
I, I mean, I'm guessing the end goal is to do what Pump Fund did, right? But that does take liquidity. So
so it's the first month they're rewarding the most. Boop just launched literally like yesterday. So there's still a bunch of Boop to be claimed, and then they're gonna adjust it down over time. So it makes sense. Get a bag of this stuff, stake it, and just make a passive income. You know, at least until something better comes along, um, and just try to make as much as you can in the first month. Obviously, what you hope happens is that people continue to, while you're trying to acquire, people continue to dump the token so that you can acquire it for less and less and less money and stake and earn a bigger chunk of the stake. Um, yeah, so 30% of the fees go to the Boop buyback bank, so they're doing buybacks on the chart, and then 60% of the fees go to the stakers.
which is great for the
Smart.
ecosystem as a whole.
Smart. 10% goes to me. I like that. Goes to me. Goes to me.
But other than that, like big launches, especially you know last couple of weeks, we've had Troll. That stuff kind of went from 50K to 35 mil. We saw, like I said, saw on Bonk's platform a few 30 mil runners there. Um, there was a just the other day a
Yeah.
new XAI bro version of Grok that went to 60 mil real quick. That was a 60 mil runner within like 5 hours, 4 hours.
Interesting.
So trenches are hot. Liquidity is there. It's just sidelined. I think a lot of people are kind of
Oh,
holding their money
so to access the airdrop, you have to buy a Boop launch token.
to get your airdrop. Yeah, zero point 0.5 sol. You have to launch and buy an unlaunched one. So one
You have to
that's
buy an ungraduated one. Yeah.
yeah,
Interesting. Okay, so like I probably have a bunch to collect here in airdrops. I was
yeah.
like,
If you
oh,
just
why
got
don't I qualify for any of these? I was like, I have a bunch of wallets that I traded like a degenerate asshole.
yeah,
Um,
just check your wallets,
I
dude.
just got well, I have to go buy some tokens before I can
Mm.
even access it. I wonder if I can just buy Boop. Can I just buy Boop? No, it has to be ungraduated. Damn it. Okay.
It has to be an ungraduated token.
Yeah. Okay. So about to graduate, I'll just buy some about to graduate ones.
Wait, so you've checked that wallet though?
I got to check my wallets, but
Yeah. So before you buy one, check the wallet first.
oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So, like, hit your wallet up, connect, and then it'll say whether you can claim or not, and then go buy it on that wallet.
Gotcha. Let's check my OG wallet, the first wallet I created in this space. Let's see if that one has anything to claim. Connect. Continue without ledger. Probably nothing. Probably nothing to claim. Wait, how do I check? Oh, airdrop. I gotta
Wait,
go to the airdrop
yeah, yeah.
button.
Press some. Oh, it's there. Yeah.
Ah, shoot. Your wallet isn't eligible.
Which one do you use the most to trade?
I just picked the
That's a
first
little
one.
older.
Oh, this one's old as fuck. This one's like
Yeah, but do you
from
trade
less.
on it often?
No, not really. Not recently. You
Use
know
the
what I'll
one that
do?
you've traded.
Yeah, let me do that. Let me try this one. Connect. Boom. I've traded on this one a little bit more recently. Still not that much. Yeah, see? Let me see. There's definitely some
Did
that
you
I've traded a shit ton on. I just don't know which ones. Because
did you
I
use?
switch wallets around so much.
Yeah. Did you use any of your wallets with Bonk?
No, I never use Bonk.
Okay.
That's probably why.
So I think anyone that used a Bonk wallet has at least a little bit. That's I think that's number one.
That you have to have a Bonk.
No, no, they don't have to. I'm saying if you used a wallet with like BonkBot,
Uh,
I'm sure it's guaranteed at least a little bit.
yeah, no,
I'm
I'm
not.
not gonna get an airdrop. There's no chance. I haven't traded enough recently in DeFi to get an airdrop. All my trades on meme coins, most of my big trades were all last year. This year
Mm.
I've just been building Paragon. Let's see what we got here. Huh.
Apparently, audio volume very low.
Audio
Koya,
volume very low.
yeah, Koya is saying so.
All right, well turn up your own audio volume. Why do I gotta turn up mine? Here, I'll turn up mine. I'll turn up mine. And it might just be my mic settings. So let me just double check here. Ah, that's why. It's using my headset.
Uh,
Use my. There we go. Now I'm loud as hell. Now I'm
I'm
using my
unsure if it's
Yeti.
mine.
No, you're good. You're good.
So let's check. Let's check what's in. What's in and around on the launches right now.
And AVAX is taking a poo-poo. Here, let's look at the macro here for a little bit. And then let's look at some fresh launches and audit some meme coins here. So let's look at the macro market. So I've been telling people to short for a bit now. Basically, anytime Solana is above like 150, like everything in my body tells me that I should short. And so far, it's worked out really well. Like I would say, this little red line right here, this 152, 153 line. Really, it's around 151 is the actual level that I've been shorting more. But this line right here is like short zone for me. I think it's going to take a lot for Solana to break up to 161 and beyond. I think that buying it down at 95 was a fucking steal of a deal. We actually opened longs here on the fucking Friday before and held all the way down here and then all the way back up like lunatics. We ended up closing in profit. But that flush that happened early April was absolutely crazy. We were in longs from Friday, right? When Solana was like 120 something. We were in longs at 35x leverage and held all the way down to 95. And this was across every asset. This pattern is no longer a thing. I don't know why I keep drawing.
Where do you think we're going from here?
I think we have more pain. Always more pain. I think the people
how deep is the pain?
Oh man, crypto pain can go very deep, bone deep, bone deep. I think we got the Fed meeting next week. That should cause a nice volatile movement. There's zero chance that they drop rates in my mind. I don't think the market has experienced enough pain in the numbers for Mr. Jerome Powell to lower rates. So we're probably going to see a little bit of maybe a little mini pump up until the meeting and then a dump right during the meeting. As soon as he says good afternoon, I'm probably going to dump by another like 5 to 10% across the market.
What, straight away?
Yeah, like within that hour.
Wow.
That's how I feel. It's my truth, as they say. But no, like this little dump today that just happened, right? Starting this morning. Literally since markets opened until now, everything's just gone down. Let's see what the big boys have done. The big boys haven't really done much. Bitcoin's still up. ETH, still dog shit, but also up. BNB, same thing, still up. Solana, still sideways. But then you get into the alts, and the alts have just been crashing since this morning. Like AVAX right now.
Alt season, though. I thought alt season.
No. There's no such thing. I don't know what people are talking about alt season. AVAX is down 3% since this morning. That's a big drop, you know. You got Polygon's down also 3%. Basically, everything's down 3%. Near is down bad, down more than 3 since 9 a.m. Down almost 4%, 3.5% at its bottom. So a lot of things got hit pretty hard. But overall, we should see a bounce back here. I think we come back up into the top of the ranges, and then crash next week down here, down to 0. Ideally, I want to see Sol down below $90.
Below 90? I mean, we almost got there. Did you load any at like the 100 level?
No, I was in longs. I was in longs from the 120s. I was just trying to hold on for dear life and hope it comes back.
But you didn't buy. You didn't even buy any spot.
With what money? Everything I had was in futures. No,
I
we
bought a nice little bit down there.
yeah, no, we were thankfully I took payments on some things in Solana. So we made a good return on just the money that we received for some of the work that we were doing. But yeah, no, it's no spot was bought at that time. Spot was received and we were happy for it. But none of it was bought. But I mean the leverage stuff worked out. We're up 17.5%, I think, on the month. On just the futures account, trading very small size. Let's go hunting. But
Let's
yeah,
go hunting.
overall, I think market's gonna have a little bit more pain here.
I mean, the trenches, they never stop. Pain, no pain. Pain, no pain. We in, we deep, waist deep. I mean, I've been watching this whole time.
This Donald Grump one. This volume looks so fake. It's probably getting market made, which means that they got some serious money behind it. Look at that.
Well, I haven't even seen it.
I saw it a little earlier when we were talking. It was trending.
I've seen some people talking about it. So, what launch? What did you say from? How? I can't even. This isn't the right. What did it launch on? Oh, 20 minutes ago?
It's based on a tweet, bro, by the Daily Beast. Sesame Street has a character named Donald Grump, a grouch who hoards stinky piles of trash and has a fragile ego. Wow. And they gave him a blonde wig.
This thing 20 minutes ago, and it's gone from, like, launch to... Go. Where did this launch from, bro? I'm looking at, like, a launch from 240K.
Yeah, it launched at, let's look at market cap.
So it's Radium.
Yeah, it launched at 240K. So it launched like a normal coin, not like a pump fund. So its multiple is not that big right now.
Still hit at 10x. I'm gonna try. Yeah, so this is do a little digging on this CA.
It's decent.
I mean, there's absolutely nothing. You can't find anything on Twitter.
It's bundled. It's bundled like crazy. Just so you know. Like the team controls like literally all the supply. So, just so you know. You see my screen? All these red are all team wallets.
So I only got 205 holders.
And almost all of them are the team wallets. That's dumping. It's going to zero. Still
they
funny
will
though.
Anyway, eventually.
Yeah. I bought $14 of it.
Just in case.
Just in case. You never know. Could be good. What is this? Like
what's
Sailor
funny?
Moon? What's
It's
that?
like every time we do this stream, unless it's like super hot flying 24/7 the trenches, but it's like every time that we start, it's like just warm, you know? It's like kind of simmering. Then when we hop off, there's like full-blown runners.
Yeah, some of them are the ones that we caught on the stream, and then we're just like, oh shit, look at it go.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And then it's like, it's gone, 10, 20, 30 times.
So this one rugged to 50, and now it's back up to 700K Marlboro.
Wait, it went to 50?
It went down to 50 from 500. It went down to 50, and then back up to 870 and climbing. It's still
someone's favorite sig. I saw it, but I can't see it
Ellie's
anymore.
favorite sig. Yeah. And looks like what's it called? DG is coming back. Donald Grump is bouncing off that VWAP.
Wow. 1 mil.
It's this shit's almost at a mil right now. Marlboro, it's at a mil. It just hit a mil from 50. Just did a 20x.
Wait, this is
like
this
less.
is another normal launch.
Yeah. Another bundled one. Bundled like crazy. Again, the team controls 99.9% of the supply. Literally 100% of the top holders are all team wallets. So again, don't buy, because all the wallets are bundled wallets. It's just fake volume that they're running, hoping to get some buyers in. But it's interesting how they've been doing it. Because if you make a chart look like this, you're going to get people to FOMO in. But the thing is, look at the volume. The volume is so consistent across all time frames that like it's very obviously not organic. No chart has this type of volume. This is organic. This is proper. What the hell is this called? Sakura School Simulator. Okay. Ignore that. 24K market cap. Okay. Dude. House token. This thing did extremely well. Fucking Ansem.
House, yeah, dude. So at like, I think 300. It was 300K.
Yeah.
Or like two to 300K. And I said to my mate, I said, dude, this is kind of funny. I was like, I want to.
House
I
coin?
actually threw, yeah, house coin, 2 to 300K. I said, this is kind of funny. They're claiming to like hedge against the house market. I threw 7 sold at 250K, and my buddy was like, dude, that's so dumb. Like, I don't think it's gonna run. So I sold it
No.
at 350K.
No.
Yeah.
Don't listen to your buddy. The dumber it is, the better it is. What is he talking about?
Oh, bro. Well, he was like, bro, that's so dumb. Like, who's gonna buy that? And I was like, oh, but dude.
Somebody says
Like,
that's so dumb to me. I'm like, buy more.
Oh, man, usually I'm like that, right?
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, and then like literally within 3 hours, it went to like a mil. Then when I woke up, it was like 4 or something stupid.
Then it went to fucking 20. Then Ansem bought in and it went to 120. No.
So, yeah, that was a really good one.
Oh, dude, look at this. Boop. We caused the Boop bull run. Volume just picked up like crazy in the last 20 minutes. Look at this.
I mean,
5 minute candles. This thing, literally in the last 20 minutes since we were talking about it, went from 260 to 315, 312. At 315 now.
So,
what the fuck?
with Dingling's background, like I mentioned earlier, I don't think it's one to fade. Do you know?
No. This makes a lot of sense to buy and hold.
Mm-hmm. I think, top coins in his ecosystem of like the top ones right now, I think you'll see it'll be ones to monitor to see where they go, because in my opinion, and I mentioned this to a few people, is for the platform to survive, especially early on, you need it to have like mega senders, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you want people to be on the platform because of a reason. So I think we're gonna see some a little bit of hooly-dooly price action on the top runners.
Yeah. Look,
that's just opinion.
Look, Boopa. So like you can even see who launched it, right? Based on like the wallets. So like Kook launched Duke. Sir Peters launched Boopa.
To claim their airdrop for, so there was the social airdrop, there was the DGen airdrop. To claim the social airdrop, they had to launch a coin.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, this one's the top gainer right now. It's at 7.5 mil market cap. Boopa.
Yeah, so I'm in Boopa. I've been in Boopa since one and a half, 2 mil, or
Smart
two and a
man.
half.
Smart man.
Yeah. So I think there's some good ones.
Oh,
Good
Betty
ones to
Boop.
come.
That's smart. Betty Boop. Yeah, top gainers. I think, we could probably get up on here and be number one. We could probably launch something.
Let me call the bank. We'll market make.
Hold on. Should we tell the trenches? Yo. So let's see here. To launch something on here, what's the liquidity on this? So like this is a 7.5 mil market cap. Liquidity is what? Can't even tell. Where's the LP?
Which one for Booba?
Yeah, I'm trying to find out where it is over here on the data.
It's 330K right now.
So that's total or that's just at Solana?
Well, it's Solana is
Here,
164K between.
I got you. Yeah, I see it now. 206. What is this? 240. Oh, I can't tell. 290K. 290K. No, 2,000 Solana. 580K in Bupa.
Wait, where?
Total liquidity. I'm looking at the Meteora DLLM for it.
Right.
So I guess they create. So that's how they're able to pay these fees and stuff. Is they're not doing it. I don't know why he says Radium when they're doing it on Meteora. Because Meteora allows you to take the volume fees and everything. So in the docs he's wrong. But that's okay. That's okay.
Slightly wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
Boop stakers have received 110 grand from the trading fees of this coin. So smart. It's only a day old. I think there's tons of opportunity here. Wow. Tons of opportunity.
There are a lot.
Wow.
And it may be hard because obviously the more volume that presents itself, the more opportunity that these these scalpers come around to steal our Solanas in the trenches.
No.
So
don't do that.
yeah, don't do that, but they do.
Don't.
Stop.
No,
I'm gonna tell my
stop.
mom.
I'm gonna tell Mom.
But it's all about noticing trends, right? I was talking to Dex earlier that there are patterns. There are patterns. If you are in pre-bonding coins, you can notice a pattern. You can notice a pattern of a good team or a good bunch of holders, maybe like a little FNF or something like that. If you can spot them, it's all about the time you spend watching trends, watching patterns. What does the market take and what doesn't it take, right? Because if you're just spraying and praying, you're going to wreck yourself. And I know everyone wants to hit multiple X's, but right now there are more things to hit at a higher market cap than that you could hit X's on, rather than trying to hit big with the low ones. So for instance, like I mentioned, because Boop launched, they have their tokens. I ran some bids into the top tokens just because of where I think it's going to be in the future, right? Especially the short future. Long term, we'll see how it performs later on. But, especially after I saw how the Bonk launchpad went on, there has to be a few giga runners because Hostico Cat's at 30 mil right now. Let's Bonk went to like, I think that high too. It's really low right now, but Hostico Cat's still holding. So there has to be one. So it's about noticing trends, and you can front run a lot of things too.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to be on top of everything. If you're not on top of everything, you're just gonna miss. You know, me personally, a lot of the time, I'm trading on mobile because I'm at work and I can't see everything. I missed Gork. Gork was a 60 mil runner this week.
Gork.
Yeah, Gork, bro. Have a look. So it's the bro version of Grok. XAI tweeted at it. It spawned. Everyone saw it.
Oh no, that's the worst.
Yeah, bro. So
You got a fucking Elon tweet.
Well, it's not so much an Elon tweet yet. Anyway, I think if it does get an Elon tweet, it pumps. It's like down. I don't know.
Oh, it's down bad.
Yeah, it's down about 70%. And I just wasn't across it. I didn't believe it. I didn't believe in it. I didn't even throw a little bit. And that was at like 500K to a mil. And actually went all the way to 60 mil. So you just got to be watching everything. And don't bet with size that will wreck you. Which, everyone's done multiple times.
It's the only way to play, man. If there isn't the fear of financial collapse, I don't want to play.
Right.
If homelessness is not on the table, it ain't worth taking. It's the only way.
We had
Don't
100
listen to
men versus 100 men versus one gorilla or something.
Oh my god. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that tweet.
So that
got super popular.
Yeah. So that went to like 5 mil. Just a lot, man. There's really a lot. And just bid a little bit higher. I know everyone wants it. I just can't stress enough. I've hit at 300K, a lot of people think, I don't want to buy that. I want sub 100K to 10 mil, Everyone wants that. But you can stack a little 2x, a little 3x, with like even a 10x. Take your initials. You can't go broke. Can't go broke taking initials. Front running, key. Like you can front run so many things.
I gotta load up some soul in this wallet. Hold on a sec. What?
Did you see that? You see that hawk? Pope died.
Pope?
Yeah, the Pope.
Oh yeah, he died a while ago.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago. But he's dead.
Yeah,
There were people that front ran his death, and made like 100 to 500 soul.
Yeah. Funny enough, the first question somebody had for me when I told them that the Pope died at like 3 a.m. was like, "What do you think the markets are gonna do?" And I was like,
I don't think the market's going to react to the Pope death. Really.
Markets dumped the next morning. Like, they dumped. They're like, "Oh, this is a sign. Easter Monday, he's dead. Oh God."
Yeah, Jesus has struck his fist.
Yeah, Pope's gone. That means markets going down, and they did. I opened some shorts. Made a little bit of money. That's horrible. I don't feel good about it, but hey, that's life. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
You got to be a little bit brutal.
Yeah.
Now this one's been cooking a little while we've been watching. It's just slowly grinding. This will cook. Wife coin. Kind of funny. I've seen it 1,000 times. I didn't buy.
Wife coin?
Yeah. So like it took a good dump right around when we like kind of started stream. To about 60K. Yeah, sitting at about 200. Would I buy here? Probably not. I've seen it just too many times, But then again, this market heavily relies on who's talking about it, and you never know who's going to talk about it later, you know, just to pump their bag.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna be.
That's the game we play, huh?
What happened to that chill house? So chill house was called by
by Prometheus at like it was
super
like
low.
It was a dip entry at like 20K, bro.
Yeah, that shit ran to fucking 6 mil, bro.
Yeah, but it was like 2 days later, right? It was a very weird.
Just out of the blue.
Odd.
Yeah, out of the blue. All of a sudden, I'm getting Atlas alerts that something I had was up fucking 50x. I was like, huh? What? Where? And then I saw it, and I was like, oh shit, we rich. But yeah, no, that thing went 100x. The dip call was at 13.5K.
Yeah.
The reversal signal was at 46K. And then it ran 100x to 5.6 mil. Wow.
But the reversal call was all the way on when it launched.
Yeah, it was 46K. It was like way back here.
Yeah. So it was like 20 hours in between.
So it called the reversal right here, right after. Sorry, where is this? So it was post migration. It dumped, right? It called the dip down at 14K, down here, and then it called the reversal on this pump, right here, and then that bitch just kept running. It's crazy. Crazy.
Now, what's this justice for what?
Justice for Juicy.
9WFZ4. What is this?
Oh, let's see here. This thing called a reversal signal today at 2 p.m. right here on Freedon.
I'm not buying that.
I'm not buying shit. Pump fun.
Oh.
Get out of here. I ain't buying no pump fun.
Someone's beating their wife.
What is going on?
Someone's beating their wife.
On what? Where?
Wife coin.
No. It's going down?
Yeah, it's going down. It's going from like 250 to 160.
Oh, no. That's not good.
Yeah.
That's... This chart is
domestic
abuse.
Joked about. Yeah.
Not to be joked about, but...
Just in this instance, we're in the trenches. It's okay, you know?
This is, yeah. Hey, looks like the altcoins are starting to move up a little bit. I'm getting a little bit of a recovery here. We were down on our unrealized losses, obviously. I ain't closing anything while it's down. But we were down like quite a bit there on our futures. And now we're not down that much. It's a good little flip around. Let's see here. AGI. I saw this. I don't know if I want to buy this. I want to find something good. Midwit. I should have bought Midwit. Damn it. I opened this up when it was like just recovering. It's 4x'd since where I opened it. Oh, well. Let's keep looking.
There was another one this week. Neat. N-double-E-T.
Yeah, I saw that. Like Newt, but neat.
Not I can't remember what it is.
Not in employment, education, trading.
Yeah.
Neat.
So I saw this at like, I think it was 100K. And there was another neat last year, and it didn't, or 6 months ago, it didn't really do anything. So I was like, it's not. This is the hardest thing with this stuff. If you've been around long enough, you've seen tickers, you've seen names.
You've seen all of them.
You've seen it all. You've seen all. And the personal bias and the judgment of past tickers is...
You got to erase that shit. Yeah, you got to erase that shit.
You really do.
Because you'll miss opportunities.
Yeah. So I just literally missed like 100x, you know?
Yeah. gonna happen.
It happens to everyone.
Yeah.
No one knows what they're doing here. No one. Doesn't matter what you read on the timeline. No one has any better clue than anyone else. We're all retards, and some are just more retarded than others. And the more retarded you are,
Typically,
the
the
more
better you
luck
do.
that comes your way.
Yeah, the better you do.
Yeah,
You can only hope and pray that you're retarded enough to make money in this market.
that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
How? What is how token?
This is
How can men be gay? Oh, I get it. I know. I've seen this meme before. They post a picture of like a hot woman and they're like, "How can men be gay?"
Yes. I have seen that.
Yeah. I mean, she looks plastic and fake as fuck, but okay.
But you'll take it.
Nah, I'm good. I'm married. TND. What's this? Ziggy and TND. Totally nice day.
I've seen this. So it's like, I don't understand it. I don't know where it's come from. But it went up and then come down.
Nobody I follow is in it. 500 holders. Let's see. How bundled is this bitch? Not bundled. Okay. Okay. You know what? Let's check on how our boy Nini AI is doing. He's down bad. No volume. You know, I like Nini. I think this coin is going on unnoticed because they don't do any marketing. But in the community, they're doing a 1% a day challenge where the guys using the bots are posting themselves making at least 1% a day every day. And they're just screenshotting it, like their P&L from their Binance and KuCoin accounts and stuff. Trading futures, making 1% a day on their whole portfolio, which, if you extrapolate out to a year, is a 37x on all your money. Not bad.
37.
1% a day, compounded for a year, is 37x, 3,700%.
So start with 10,000.
Yeah, and you get...
And that's
370,000.
370,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And the competition is who can get the biggest percentage gain in a day. And I've won it a few days now. Just in this last week, I had a 5% day. I had a 2% day. So far today, I'm at
cheating.
Almost 1% day.
Listen. You're using Helios.
So are they. The fuck? Well, I mean, they're not using Helios. They're not using the version I have. They're using like a mini version that only has like 3 tokens that it trades. I trade 19. So yes, technically I have an advantage. Technically. Yeah. But hey, you know, that's life. You know, everybody's got an advantage. Here and there. But still, some of them making 1% a day, trading only like 3 or 4 coins, still fucking really good. Lo-Fi Trump. This thing's pumping right now.
Yeah, I literally just ripped.
Is this trash? What is this? It just migrated and it's ripping.
The White House, bro. I might throw something in this.
Oh shit! Is it a White House tweet?
Yeah, it's like no, it's on their YouTube. And
Lo-Fi Trump.
Like a live stream. Yeah.
Yeah, this thing's gonna pump. I got in. I'm in. Not with size, but I'm in. With a little bit of size.
I'm just small. DJs love to pump this stuff. But yeah, it's on their YouTube, and it's like just sitting there as a live stream. Literally, lo-fi MAGA video to relax study to us.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, what's the 1.2 million in volume?
In like 2 minutes. 3 minutes.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah,
That is
this thing
insane,
is
bro.
ripping. Honestly, I don't have enough of it, but this could be the next like 20 mil runner right here.
You can't say that. I mean, but like, yeah, it's done by the White House. So where'd you get
I'm in. Obviously, you can't speculate on that, but like, hey, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I bought
it? Yeah, I
all
mean,
the money I had on this tiny wallet into it,
where'd
which
you
is
get
not
in?
much. My average is 320. It's at double now.
Okay, yeah, I'm about 350. So,
Yeah, I'm at 2x.
mm.
Hopefully, we get another dip before it runs.
Well, so if you look, you know, there's nothing really.
There's nothing else pumping right now, so this is the one that's going to
No,
get all the
zero.
attention. Yeah,
Yeah, this
I'm up
is
4x right now.
Yeah, here we go. Nice. Beauty. We
3x.
caught one, fellas. See, the patience.
Let's go.
It pays.
You just gotta
It's
wait.
what we're here for.
Just gotta wait.
Right.
That's it. Lo-fi Trump.
Lo-fi Trump. Just got to stay locked in, fellas, and see what it's about.
Hold on a sec. I'm gonna turn on my VPN here for a second.
The volume is insane, bro. Like 2 mil in
I-
volume.
We may lose the stream here, but I gotta move some shit around, and I gotta turn on my VPN to do it.